It's your boy ConserViz34. Today I want to talk about J. Cole. It's April 23rd, and on April 20th he released his album KOD here, and it's about to do what is projected to be about 400,000 album equivalents. That means the physical albums, that he's going to be releasing vinyls, and the digital purchases, the streams, all that is the equivalent of 400,000 albums. So this is great because he releases his album 4 days after announcing that he's going to have a new album out, and the fan base yet again responded. And this is the second time he's done this. And the first time he did this with For Your Eyes Only, what that was is really Forest Hills Drive was an album that people from a lot of different walks of life enjoyed. But For Your Eyes Only strayed further away from the mainstream, and it really, again, separated the diehard J. Cole fans from the fans who like some of the hits from his first couple albums and the mixtapes, but they don't like the direction he's going with some of these projects and some of the new type of feels that he has versus the consistent method for hits, along with the B-sides or the deep cuts. So he's yet again, people said, all right, For Your Eyes Only was a little bit of a letdown from mainstream fans, from hip-hop fans that liked Forest Hills Drive. They're not going to buy his album off the rip. But the diehard fans still got up to 400,000, which is an increase from what it was the last album. So this is a great thing. And here's the biggest thing that I take from this. What's been happening the last couple years is old heads, and some of these old heads were, when I was growing up in the late 90s and 2000s, these old heads were actually the new act. These acts are dissing the youngins. They're going after the Tekashis, the Little Uzis. They're saying they're not authentic. You got Funkmaster Flex calling these guys out, but he won't, he's trying to say this guy's whack, that guy's whack, Ebro. All these guys are going after these young rappers, but the young rappers are only getting clout and promotion from it, and it's only growing their fan base. Like when Tekashi, everyone in LA was trying to go after him and kill him, and he got big album sales off that. But this is the reverse. This is an established artist in J. Cole making content, not worried about these little kids over here with the multicolored hair. He's sitting and doing his own thing, staying in his lane, and you have Smoke Perps, and you got the little pumps that are trying to diss J. Cole. They're trying to get attention from J. Cole, which is the reverse. And I always tell my friends and some of the old heads I know that are, 15, 20 years older than me, I tell them, look, stop giving these kids attention by dissing them, being mad at them. I know they can't see your comments on social media, but don't waste your time hating on them. They will do what they do. They either will become Drakes, which pretty much 99% of them won't, or they'll fizzle away to nothing when the next one-hit wonder comes around. But here we are, these one-hit wonders are having their fans say F J. Cole at their concerts. But J. Cole's getting even higher sales off that. So this is a very interesting dynamic as far as what's going on in hip-hop. Now, I understand as a diehard J. Cole fan that not everyone's going to like this album. This album, KOD, doesn't have the bangers that some of the previous J. Cole albums have, as far as like anyone could bump this in their whip that likes hip-hop from all walks of life. No, there aren't really songs like that. There's a couple of them, but this is really even more catered to the niche audience J. Cole likes. And fans like me, we just were like a rapper who's actually talking about real life issues, talking about being insecure, not emo insecure like Drake, but talking about some of the stuff he worries about, talking about political things, but not being Democrat or Republican. He's just talking about how, man, all these cats are messed up. And that's how most of us really feel in America, is that both parties and everyone really has sins and they have their flaws. So he's really reaching out to us. He's talking about addiction. He's talking about real love. He's been talking about the last couple albums. And he also talks about being human, having these alter egos and having these other sides of him that he really wants to enact on, but he's an adult and he has to be smarter than that. So J. Cole is a very unique artist who is polarizing because, again, some people fall asleep to him, and you know what? Hey, fall asleep to J. Cole instead of sleeping pills. And some people like me, we really, every word, even if it's, the bars could be better, some of the hooks I said in the other video could be better, but to me, I love his content. It's because it's that emotional connection of, hey, someone is actually speaking on some real issues, not about, shooting up the ops, or not about, talking about being on lean or drugs and all that stuff, in a positive way. He's just talking about some real life stuff. So definitely let me know what you guys think about these projections. I am very excited for Cole. Again, as a fan, I'll admit, I am a diehard fan, and emotions blind me from people that understand or think that this album could have more bangers. The music of this album is great lyrically, but it doesn't hit for the average Joe that likes more mainstream rap. I get that. But I want to know what you guys think. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, your boy is out.